This episode is brought to you by Leo Bato and Associates, ang realtor na patok.
Visit abboteservices.com for fast medical transcription service. This podcast episode is brought to you by AB Music Creative.
What made you join the Voice?
Actually, I didn't plan to join the competition kasi I don't like competing on TV. Kasi I've always had the insecurities of me being big, na sinasabi ko na, baka people wouldn't like me, especially in the Philippines. You know, they're very particular with how you look like.
Pintasero mga tao doon.
Oo, medyo harsh sila pag medyo majujubis ka.
Yeah.
So sabi ko, so niyaya ako nung friend ko who is Jackie Abad Santos. I know, maybe you know her. Sabi niya, ate, may singing competition which is The Voice. Ayoko niyan, sa TV ba yan? Ayoko niyan. Sabi niya, hindi ate, hindi kanya nila makikita. Maririnig ka lang nila. Sabi ko, sige, game ako dyan. Kung hindi nila ako makikita, go ako dyan.
Doon pala, apat na tao lang pala hindi makakakita sa'yo.
Kasi sabi ko, kung maririnig lang nila yung boses ko, maybe I would stand a chance. Pero siguro kung like singing competition na parang malabagong kampiyon, maybe not. But yun nga, sabi ko, sige, I'll give it a try. Tapos I was just in the Philippines for a wedding ng best friend ko na si Ruby. And wala akong plans na magstay lang. I had like a month to stay in the Philippines. Tapos,
You were based here na pala?
I was based in Thailand. Yeah, at that time.
Okay.
Tapos, mga a week bago ko bumalik ng Thailand, nagkaroon ng open audition for siguro mga professional musicians. And I was there with Thor. At that time, naririnig ko na si Thor. Pero hindi ko sila talaga kilala kasi I was based abroad. Kita ko lang sila sa YouTube. Nakita ko yung mga magagaling. Sabi ko, oh my God, magaling nitong mga to. Sabi ko, siguro magaling din ako. Kaya andito ako sa audition. So, yun yung first audition namin. Tapos, sabi nung may bata kaming kasabay. Sabi niya, nanininervyos ako. Sabi ko, hindi, wala yan. Huwag ka nervyusin. Nung ako na, grabe, ganun pala talaga nakakatakot kahit na professional musician ka na.
Nung nag-audition ka, were you in front of their backs already o hindi?
Oh no, it was the people from ABS-CBN,
sa
mga producers. Yeah.
Doon pa lang ninervyos ka na?
Doon pa lang, kasi parang ang tagal kong hindi nagko-compete Kasi bayahera ako. You know, I work abroad, I sing. Pero walang din man ako dyan na judge. But this time, like, parang may feeling ako na, oh my God, kailangan ko makapasa. Parang gano'n, I hope they like me. Tapos, sinuwerte naman ako na they enjoyed my performance. Tapos they asked me, if ever makalusot ka sa first audition, would you come back? Sabi ko, yeah, kung meron naman. Sabi ko, sige, babalik ako.
At this time, ilan linggo ka na sa Philippines?
Na lang ako, parang 1 week na lang.
1 week to
babalik
go.
na ako ng Thailand.
Liar.
But I did.
Okay, tapos so pumasa ka, di ba?
Pumasa ako, tapos bumalik ako ng Thailand, tapos ang tagal ng callback, wala akong nababalitaan na Tapos at that time, sa Thailand, when you extend your visa, sometimes you go to Cambodia.
Yes.
To get a new visa.
Stamp.
Sa border. Tapos nasa van ako on the way to Cambodia. My friend texted me, sabi niya, Janice, nasan ka? Sabi niya, nakapasa ka sa first audition, you have to come back. Sabi ko, kailan? Bukas. Sabi ko, bukas. Paano ako babalik? I'm on the way to Cambodia. Tapos babalik pa ako. Tapos at that time, wala akong trabaho.
Pero timing. May plano si God, di ba? Pagdating sa ganun.
So out of frustration, feeling ko hindi na ako makakauwi kasi nga wala akong budget for that. Tsaka bukas na And you know how it is pag yung parang magbubook ka ng one day,
mahal.
it's like triple.
Yes.
So out of frustration, I posted a status on Facebook. Sabi ko, so I seemed like I passed the audition but hindi ako makakauwi. Well, I guess it's not for me. Tapos may mga followers ako doon. I have a Persian friend who follows me sa mga gigs ko. And she messaged me. Sabi niya, what do you mean? Bakit hindi ka uuwi? Sabi ko, kasi wala akong work, ganyan. How much do you need? Tinanong niya agad. Sabi niya, is 100,000 baht enough? Sabi niya. And that's like $3,000. Sabi ko, but cannot pay you back right away. Sabi ko, no, I'm not asking you to pay me back. I want you to go.
Amen.
Kung meron akong helicopter, I would send you. Sabi niya, right away. Ang dami nang tumawag sa akin. What do you need? Kailangan mo ng ticket? Ganyan. So I have a friend who works for a travel agency. So she booked me a flight to the Philippines the next day. So pag uwi ko from Cambodia, pagkita ko ng parents ko, alis ako bukas punta ako Pilipinas. Bakit? Kasi mag-audition ako sa second audition ng The Voice. Tapos yung daddy ko at that time, naku, dahil magagaling doon. Baka delikado, ganyan. Worth it ba yung pag-uwi mo? Sabi ko, hindi natin malalaman hanggat hindi ako uwi.
Anong feeling, let me, if I can interrupt, anong feeling ng sarili mong magulang magsasabi sa'yo ng ganon?
I would understand kasi at that time, medyo nagkakaproblema na ako sa boses ko eh. So siguro concerned lang siya na, baka mahirapan ako. But I know my dad is my number one fan.
Okay.
Kasi he taught me how to sing. Siya lang ang nagturo sa akin.
Pero hindi ka na wala ng confidence nung humirit?
Hindi naman. Siguro nag-worry lang siya as a dad, as a mentor. Pero sabi nila, okay, you have our blessings. We're gonna support you. Paano man mangyari. So they let me go. Punta ako ng airport. Na-delay pa yung flight ko ng 1 hour. Thank you to, shout out to
Philippine Airlines.
Philippine Airlines. Tapos, pagdating ko ng Pilipinas, nag-breakfast lang ako, nag-toothbrush, tapos diretso na ako ng ABS-CBN.
Wow.
Yeah, wala pa akong tulog. Tapos, when they saw me, they were very happy.
What song did you sing?
I sang Natural Woman.
Oh my God.
Yeah, Aretha Franklin.
So, kinaya ng boses mo?
Kinaya naman. I think it's the excitement and the adrenaline nung nandoon na ako. Tapos, after ko kumanta, one of the main producers of the show, sabi niya, can I make a request? Can you sing One Hello? That song is one of my favorite songs. Sabi ko, sige po. So, kinanta ko na siya. Tapos, after that, I noticed yung papel ko, nilagay niya sa ilalim. Sabi ko, ano kayo meaning nun? Baka kulelat ako or what? Tapos, after that, sabi niya, punta ka dun sa room na to. Yun pala, yun yung room ng mga nakapasa. Diretsong interview na VTR na. Tapos, nakita ko yung pila sa labas, sobrang haba. And I feel like, parang gusto ko sila i-good luck lahat because I know it's parang mahirap na process to get in. It's like 3 auditions.
So second pa lang to?
Second audition pa lang yun. Yung pinaka-third is the blinds na.
Who was living in the Philippines at that time na kamag-anak mo?
At that time, mga cousins ko, both of my parents lived in Thailand at that time. My sister ko nandito na.
Sa States?
Oo. So yung immediate family ko nandito sila.
Kasi iniisip ko lang, habang nagkikwento ka, papunta kang Cambodia, wala sa usapan to, si Persian friend nagbigay ng ticket, following day umuwi ka, hindi natin napag-usapan. Sino tinawagan mo sa Pilipinas na dyan muna ako sa inyo?
Well, mayroon akong cousin na she has a condominium in the Philippines.
Okay.
Sabi niya, ate, dito ka muna sa condo ko na tama-tama malapit sa Resorts World.
Uy.
Kasi nung nagla-live na, dun yung venue. So malapit lang. And also, I have mga friends ko na who used to perform in Thailand, nasa Pilipinas na sila. So sila din yung support ko dun.
So now, nakapasa ka sa second audition. Pagdating sa blind audition, silang 4 na. Did you ever meet them before the blind audition?
Hindi. Actually, na-meet lang namin sila. Hindi namin sila, nakita namin sila. Nakaabang kami sa corridor ng ABS-CBN. Tapos lumakad sila sa gitna ng corridor. Para silang Fantastic Four. Na parang nag-slow motion yung itsura nila nang lumalakad sila sa amin. Para,
Sino tong mga to?
Andun si Lea Salonga, si Sarah Geronimo, si Bamboo, and si Coach Apple.
Okay. What was going through your head nung nakita mo silang 4? Meron ka ng naisip na coach at that point pa lang?
Oh yeah. Nakaset na yung utak ko talaga kay Apple. Kasi we're both in the same genre. He's hip-hop R&B and that's my genre. So, naisip ko talaga na siya talaga. Hindi ko naisip na gusto ko mag-international. Naisip ko lang na mag-connect kami kasi we have the same music. And naisip ko rin, sabi ko kung si Coach Lea, okay din kasi talagang solid yung niya yung background niya sa music. Pero sabi ko baka mahirapan ako kasi siya Broadway.
Right.
Parang hindi ko yata yung Broadway. Sabi ko pero Apple tayo. Tapos tinanong nila ako, so sinong pipiliin mo sa coach kung sakaling makapasa ka sa blinds? Sabi
Sa
ko,
VTR to ha?
sa VTR.
Okay.
Sabi ko, medyo confused nga ako kasi dalawa yung naisip ko. Sabi ko, sino yung dalawa? Sabi ko, si Bamboo tsaka si Apple. So, bakit sila? Kasi bagay kami eh. Di ba pag may lechon, may bamboo, tsaka may apple. So, talagang mix kaming tatlo. Pero sabi ko, yung i-air to Kasi baka hindi nila type yung in-air nila. Oh my God. Sabi ko, parang ayoko matandaan nila ako dahil doon. But all of them turned and...
Sino una?
Una si Coach Apple.
Kala mo naman hindi ko napanood eh. Kunyari lang excited ako, di ba? Para...
si Coach Apple, I think...
Was the first.
10 seconds pa lang, nag-turn na siya. Tapos sunod si Coach Bamboo.
Okay.
Tapos si Coach Leia. Tapos si Sarah yung pinakahuli.
What was your blind audition piece?
Natural Woman. Yun talaga yung ano ko because I know it by heart. I love Aretha Franklin.
Now, ini-interview ka na nila. Totoo ba yung pakiramdam na pagkausap mo sila, ang narinig mo lang is dahil
parang hindi mo alam
tapos
yung...
nagta-tunnel vision.
Yeah, totoo yun. Tsaka parang, naka-cloud ka na ng yung mga balak mong gawin, yung pangarap mo, nandun na lahat. Parang, tapos narinig ko na lang na sabi ni Coach na, parang I will help you, ganyan-ganyan. Plus points na yung kung magiging international, but I just wanna,
4 coaches. No? You can pick and choose kung sino.
Yeah.
And you still picked Apple.
Yeah. Medyo nagdalawang isip ako kasi ang ganda rin ng sinabi ni Coach Leia sa akin. And I really appreciate that. Parang feeling ko as a musician, parang sobrang nakakataba ng puso yung sinabi niya. But talagang I was set kay Apple talaga. Kasi parang ayoko na mahirapan kasi alam ko yung gagawin ko dahil yun na yung artistry ko, yun na yung music ko. So, sa kanya talaga ako.
So tapos, okay, so finally, ayan na. Ang nakikita lang namin is yung nakikita ng lahat ng tao sa TV, di ba? Pero alam ko, that's only the tip of the iceberg or those are the highlights of what really goes on. What kind of work did you have to do and what kind of commitment to yourself and to the show did you have to give?
Yung commitment ko is my discipline. I really have to discipline myself na, not to do yung mga bawal na bagay para sa boses ko. Tapos, I really have to start networking kasi I don't live in the Philippines. Yun yung unang-una kong fear. Sabi ko, sinong boboto sa akin? Kasi hindi ako taga rito. Tapos, my best friend way back, sabi niya, wag mong i-underestimate yung mga tao na makikinig sa'yo. Kasi hindi ka pa nila naririnig. Dahil wala ka dito. Pero once they hear you,
right,
baka supportahan ka nila. Ganon. Tapos yung drive ko talaga to make my parents proud. And my drive to show the people in the Philippines, people in the Philippines, na yung mga artists na tulad ko, na mga full-figured women, meron din kaming spot sa music industry.
Ba dapat?
Oo, na hindi porket mataba kami, hindi kami ma-appreciate, di namin makabibigay yung good performance. Parang it's about time na bigyan nila ng window yung mga singers na tulad ko.
Aretha Franklin.
Adele.
Adele.
Exactly. Yeah. But si Adele iniwan tayo sa ere. Nagpapayat siya.